This is one of the biggest struggles for foreigners when they move to a new country. I don't care where you come from. I don't care to what country you're moving to, but having friends or integrating into the community is a big deal for a lot of foreigners. I'm talking from experience after living in different countries. And as a foreigner who has been living here in this beautiful country for more than 14 years now, I want to share my experience. So number one, attitude. If you bring a bad attitude into the new country where you're moving to, then that's going to affect the way you're going to relate to other people, especially to foreigners, right? So what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is that you cannot bring your old self into the new country. It doesn't matter where you're moving to, okay? When I moved here to Greece, I was very open. I was saying yes to everything. I wanted to meet people. I wanted to integrate into the community, okay? And I had to level up when it came down to my attitude. I cannot have this cynical attitude that I used to have back in Venezuela, or that the cynical attitude that I had when I was living in England. So when I relocated here to Greece, all of a sudden I am in a new country, I am in a new environment, and I need to change my attitude. I cannot be cynical, I cannot be arrogant, I cannot be, I cannot have a bad attitude. And I'm talking from experience, my friend. If you bring your old self into the new country, it's going to be very hard for you to integrate and make friends. Number two, learn the language. If you don't speak the language, it's going to be near impossible for you to make friends and to integrate into the community. This is the part where I get a lot of pushback. This is the part where I get a lot of messages and people writing me like, I've been living here for many years and I don't speak Greek and it's okay for me. I don't need to learn Greek or whatever. And I know when I get this type of messages or this type of comments on my videos, when I'm talking about integration into the community, learning the foreign language and all of this, I know this is coming from a place of hurt. This is coming from a place of loneliness. This is almost like a cry for help. Let's be real. We're all humans. We all need connections. We all want to be liked. We all want to be accepted, especially when we're foreigners in a new land. So learning the language is essential in order to communicate. Now, here in Greece, a lot of people speak English. In fact, I know a lot of Greeks here that speak very well English. And when I'm with them, we speak English, half Greek. I have a good friend of mine actually who speaks Spanish. And we're talking, English, Greek, and Spanish, But I have made the effort to learn the language. I have made the effort to learn Greek in order to communicate, in order to integrate into the community. This is by far one of the most important aspects of building connections and building friendships in a new country. Number three, you can join Facebook groups, okay? There's a lot of Facebook groups out there, especially here in Greece. There's a lot of Facebook groups for expats and all of this. I personally hate Facebook groups. I think there's nothing more toxic than a Facebook group, especially when it comes down to expats. That's it. I said it. I don't care if I offend people. I've been part of Facebook groups in different industries and in different markets and in different niches. And in my experience, Facebook groups is a very, very toxic place. You could build relationships. I don't know. But for me, I have used them in the past and I have always left with a bad aftertaste when it comes down to a Facebook group. Now, add to the mix that you're going to join a Facebook group for expats. When I joined a particular Facebook group for expats and I started to share my content and start to have communications with people on that Facebook group, I realized very quickly that my theories were right. I already had the notion that Facebook group is not a healthy place to be because, maybe it's me, maybe it's not the people, maybe it's just me. I accept that. But you can try Facebook groups. I personally don't know anybody that have actually built connections on a Facebook group, but maybe they can work for you. Maybe I'm just antisocial, I don't know. But I think that Facebook groups are a very toxic place. There's a lot of people lurking. I believe that now you can actually post with an anonymous name, meaning that if you feel afraid that you're going to be judged or you don't want people to know who you are, then you can actually do something like that. You can certainly try it. I'm here saying that, for me, I've never use Facebook groups in order to find friendships. The way I find friends online is by creating content. And I create my own group by me creating my own content. It could be a YouTube channel, it could be an Instagram account. And that's how I've met people, not through a Facebook group, like saying like, hey, I'm new in town and I want to hang out with other Venezuelans. That's now how I've met people, either here or in the UK or anywhere. The way I have met people when I've lived abroad in different countries has been by me putting myself out there, by first having a good attitude, learning the language, and putting myself out there and just doing different things, but never ever has been through a Facebook group, especially a Facebook group for expats. I said it, okay? I think that a Facebook group is a very, very toxic place. I've seen people, swear to each other on ridiculous topics. I mean, I'm talking about personal insults, okay? And that's just my experience. Maybe for you it could work though. Go and give it a try and let me know in the comment section if a Facebook group will help find friends. And finally, get yourself out there, meaning enroll in a gym, enroll in a class, and participate in the community, participate in different cultural events, whatever it is, become part of something in the community, whatever that is. Okay, so I like to go to the gym. I've met people at the gym here where I live. When I relocated from the UK here to Greece in Elefsina, it's one of the things that I did not do. I did not enroll in a gym. I did not participate in the community. I was just working in a cafeteria. So I was surrounded by people that were older than me, that were in a different stage of life, and it's not my circle. I'm not gonna make friends like that. I'm not gonna integrate in the community like that. You need to find the right people. You need to find the right group of people. So if you go to the gym, you're gonna find, people that like to work out. If you go to a cafeteria, you're gonna find people who are pensioner, who want to just kill time and play tavli, okay, and have a coffee and talk about politics. So you have to be able to see where your circle of friends are, okay? For me, at this stage in my life, as we speak right now, if you're curious to know, as a foreigner who lives here in Greece for all these years, I'm connecting now with people of a different level. So a lot of people here on the channel, for example, say that here in Greece, people are all broke, that there's not any future for people here, for young or for even for people like me. Anyways, everybody's talking about different things, the economy and whatnot. But through this channel, and because I've been putting myself out there, sharing more about my life here in Greece, I have connected with great people, by the way. Great people, great Greeks who live here, who are doing important things. And I want to level up my circle of friends, by the way. Meaning that meeting new people that are doing great things. They are entrepreneurs working for themselves. Met a Greek American who is an investor here in the area. He actually declined to be on camera, and I don't blame him because, people get a lot of hate, even if they're doing something good. But Greek American who is investing here in the area, great person. And I met him through this channel, not through a fucking Facebook group. Okay, I met another person who's actually, again, another Greek who lives here in Athens. He's in the music space. Again, I met him through this channel, by the way, not through a Facebook group for expats. Great connections, man, okay? And these are acquaintances and friendships that I want to build upon. I want to work with this. I want to meet people here in Greece who are doing important things, okay? And I've been guilty of not expanding my circle, and I'm certainly doing this right now as we speak. I'm reconnecting with old friends as well from the past, from Venezuela, who now live abroad. I'm building new relationships through this channel and on Instagram as well. And people that want to actually do something with their lives and move on. Met another friend, another Greek friend, okay, who I'm actually hiring him as a mentor. He doesn't like me to use that word, but he's a mentor of mine now. And he's teaching me a very important skill in the online space in a completely different field, completely different industry. And I already have my first official lesson. It's in a separate industry altogether. And I'm so out of my depth. Is that what you say? I'm swimming in deep waters with this skill that I'm willing to learn. There's no immediate return, but man, this guy is so far ahead in this industry, and he's willing to teach me. So he's a mentor of mine, and he's a Greek that lives here. If you see him walking down the street, you have no idea what this guy is doing. There are a lot of things here in Greece that you're not aware of. And you still have the vision that, oh yeah, here in Greece, who's gonna find friends here in Greece? Everybody has left the country. Or how can I find people with the same type of interest that I have? Well, they are out there, man. You just have to be open, and you still have to look. You have to put yourself out there. If this resonates with you, leave a comment below. I'm telling you, man, the amount of people that have contacted me after I created this channel, talking to me, that they live here, okay, in Greece, not necessarily here in Nafta, but they live here in Greece, and they want to hang out, you know, and they feel lonely, is overwhelming. I have shared about this before. I have shared in one of these expat Facebook groups that someone left a message, actually, a few years ago, to the point that they wanted to look for therapy because they felt so lonely here in Nafta, in the area. It's a big thing, man. We all want to belong. We all want to feel connected to one another, you know? And you have to find the right people. The best way to do this is to do the things that I'm sharing here with you, all right? And if you are in a certain age, and you're already set up in your ways, still, you have to put even more work and be more open-minded. Because I have met a couple, by the way, more than a couple pensioners here in Greece, especially since I started this channel. I have shared in my first videos that I met an expat from England. Terrible attitude, man. Terrible attitude. He was already retired, living here in Nafta. Terrible attitude. And I went and met him and talked to him, and he was talking terribly about Greece, about the people. And I'm like, you're an old guy. You're like in your 70s, and you're talking bad about women. You're not gonna find women available to you, and you don't speak Greek. I mean, he ticked all the boxes of the things that I'm sharing here with you on this channel, on this video. He ticked all the negative boxes. Terrible attitude. He did not want to learn the language, arrogant, and complaining about Greece. And I never spoke to that person ever again. I said to him, like, are you aware that I have a channel that is called My Greek Lifestyle, and it's all about promoting the bright side of Greece, even on a rainy day like this? You know, you'll be surprised, man. People do not understand certain things, you know, but you need to resonate at the right frequency. I have no idea how I attracted this into my world, but I gotta say, I only met him once, and that was enough. Anyways, guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope wherever you are, whatever country you choose to relocate or to move, you can take this to heart. Be open to meet new people. Maybe the first people that you meet, maybe they're not gonna be your friends, okay? But you will learn a thing or two by meeting the people. And one last thing, don't let stereotypes get in the way, all right? Don't. You have to be open-minded. Be willing to make new connections wherever you go. Anyways, guys, I hope you're doing great. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Σας αγαπάω πάρα πολύ, and I'll see you in another video.